Hey Ryan. All right. I see one person's on. All right, cool. We'll see if anyone else joins. Well, anyways, welcome. Welcome to this. So I figured I'm going to start off in a quiet setting. I am on deck 17, which deck 17 is going to include um, Cloud 17, which is, I guess, kind of like a more secluded area, which I actually have not been to. Come to think of it, this ship is pretty big. Not gonna lie, biggest ship on at sea, and that's on one side. Anyways, and then on the other side is a sports court, and I figured I'd start here up on top and kind of work my way down, give you a little feel for that. I wanted to start up here because it's easier to go up to down than down to up, in my opinion, and also in this little area, it's a little more quieter. Now, granted, as I continue moving forward, it's a very windy day today as we're sailing. Um, and of course, being that it's a sea day, we're not at a port, so the ship is full. It's not like half or three quarters of the ship are on an island right now. They're all here. So it could get a little loud out there. So I figured I'm going to start in a secluded, quiet area to get it going and then head out from there. I'll talk to the camera, but I'm also going to show things too. Right now, I'm just kind of, I guess, just you at the moment. Anyways, all right. Well, we'll see if anyone comes. Yesterday, when I just started to test it out there, it ended up being like 31 people. I was like, oh, wow, cool. All right. Now that I'm actually scheduled it and planned for it, now there's only one at the moment. That could definitely grow. Anyways, all right. So let's go ahead and start. So as I mentioned, I'm starting at the top, 17. And as I continue to go, if you can't hear me, I apologize. I will talk. But there could be a lot of voices. There could be music. You might hear the wind. Anyways, so day's going well. Thank you for asking. I'm going to go ahead and reverse it as I get on deck. Here we are starting at 17. This is their sports deck area. Right now, they've got an open basketball. Uh, Nothing like as regards a competition or anything. They're just having guys shoot some hoops, have some fun. Now they have had things here. They have had things here before as regards like I want to say there was soccer, football, depending on where you are. um, they've had a couple dodgeball competitions, one of which I came and watched for a little while, and I was kind of bummed I didn't sign up for it because I actually thought it was kind of fun. I was kind of bummed that I didn't get a chance to play. Anyways, I really love the view here, and this is like a big full court too. If you notice, a lot of cruise ships that I've been on, they don't have the entire full court of a basketball court. They might have like half a court or just a little smaller. They might still have two hoops, but just a little smaller. This one is pretty full. I know they've done volleyball here, pickleball. They've done all kinds of different. And I love the view out there. Now from here also you can see the view of like the other part of the ship, which I'm gonna eventually get to. And I'm gonna try to hit the fun stuff as well as maybe some of the eateries that are on the ship. But all right, so continue to move forward. This is the basketball court. Well, the sports court, I should just say that. But obviously, basketball is going to be there. Now, one thing I did notice though, when we did the dodgeball, as soon as it was done, they were going to do some soccer, some open soccer. They took all the basketballs away. So I guess you can only play basketball when they want you to play basketball, which is kind of interesting. Nice view though, and it's all like underneath nets. So it's not like the soccer ball is going to go flying into the ocean either, which is good, which I have seen that happen too. All right, moving forward. Now you get your stairways down to 16 from here. And I'll just kind of give you a nice little view of what they got going on here. This is a nine hole course, mini golf, and I kind of like that. It's not overly crowded, which you think, being that we are at sea today and everyone's on board, it would be a little crammed, but it's not. And it's kind of got some cute little, like, I don't know, wreckage kind of feel to it. Some of them are par two. Oh, by the way, this is the Star of the Seas. I see where someone asked which boat it is. This is the Stars of the Seas for Royal Caribbean. Their newest ship, one of the biggest ones at sea. I think the biggest at sea currently at the moment, until somebody decides to build something bigger, which more than likely that will happen. Um, yeah, so this is kind of fun. They did have a mini golf competition a few times throughout the week. I got to go to one at night. They did it at night, one of the times that I got to do it, and it was like glow in the dark balls, which was kind of interesting being able to play. I won. It was just me, I guess my family. First time I'd ever beat my dad at mini golf. Granted, the last time I played him, I was like 10, but still, that was pretty fun to be able to win it. Icon of the Seas was the biggest. I think this has it beat by just a little bit. They're basically sister ships. If you're on one, you're on the other. Now over here by the mini golf course, this is one of their eateries. Here you can get anywhere between like a smash burger, which I tried today for the first time. It was very delicious. There's chicken tenders, tater tots, hot dogs, uh, little pretzel bites. Hopefully you can still hear me. I know that the wind is picking up, so I apologize if that's the case. I'm going to try to speak closer to the mic. I actually got a little sweatshirt on because it's a little bit on the close side. But anyways, all the food right here, complimentary, which is really good. Good food. Like I said, I really like the smash burger. I tried that today, and even the chicken tender was really pretty good as well. Nice view of the ocean too, which I always love a good view of the ocean. So here's again, I went from 17 down to 16, and we're on 16 right now. If you notice here, I'll point up near the mini golf courses, you're going to see a lot of water slides. They have, I want to say, a good four, five, six water slides, probably more than I've seen on any other cruise ship. You can get a couple of them from right here. You just, I think right over here is where the entrance is for that. You walk up there, all the way up to the top. You got the green, the blue, the yellow and orange ones that kind of go all the way down. And then on that side over there, you got the green and the pink ones. I believe they even have different names for them. Like the orange and the yellow one is called the Lightning Bolt, and then the blue one is called the Storm Chaser. You can kind of see that here's from right down below it. I was gonna do it, and then I did. Not that I was scared. I think with one of them you have to. You notice here, there's like some rules with it. I had I had like swim shoes on. I didn't feel like taking them off, and then one of them, the Storm Chaser, you had to have like this little thing, which not like you have to rent it or anything. I just didn't feel like going to get it. So I thought about it like, nah, never mind. I'm not going to get it. So if you have kids, as you can see, this ship is very much designed for kids with the water slides, with the sports, and with the mini golf. Kids, there's a lot of kids on board. Kids definitely love it. Now, there's a little area over here. I'll walk you through it. That you again, hopefully you can still hear me now. Now we got some music playing, but if there is a little hideaway place, it's called the Hideaway. Guests 18 and over, so you can come here, not be around kids if you don't feel like being around kids. Maybe you're not a kid person. Not that it's overly huge, but they got some hot tubs that you can sit in. And I've seen these open like super late at night, which was kind of cool. Even when the other pools were closed, I saw these hot tubs open for up until, I don't know, close to midnight, I want to say. And then you got places out here that you can sit down and just kind of chill, look at the back of the boat, see the water, which I always enjoyed, especially at night. We came down here when it was really quiet and no one was around, uh, and enjoy being able to chill over there. Now, if you go down here, continue down a little bit further, now we have a little infinity pool. When we came back from Coco Key, which was like our first stop on the first day, I was already in my bathing suit, and not a lot of people were here, so I came here. I thought the infinity pool was pretty cool. Being able to just kind of chill out there and then see the ocean in the back. I say ocean, sea, whatever it is. I think it's the Caribbean Sea technically. And then over there, if you can see, there's a bar that you can get some drinks if you want. Sometimes people come with it and you just get it from there. All right, continuing on. So we go back up here. And if you have any questions, I can see them in the chat. Feel free to ask. Do my best to answer them. All right, so that was the Hideaway. Again, that's 18 and older. There's a million kids on board. If you want to get away from the kids, there's a nice little getaway. If you have a kid, you want to go there, I need to get someone to babysit them, a friend or family. Or they got different like things on board where you can take your kids, let them stay there for a bit. All right, so here we are back here. Those were the water slides, as I pointed out before. I'm gonna go up here and show you Wave Rider. I did not go on this. I thought about it, but I decided no. I'm not a surfer. I think I would, well, floor on this. I think I would fail miserably at this. Didn't feel like failing miserably. They gotta have like a simulated thing where, like you're surfing. There's even a couple things throughout where they taught you how to do it. It's kind of like a little class. And as you can see, you don't have to be a certain age to do it. They'll let even young ones do it. It's not like you have to be a teenager or an adult. You can be a child and still be able to do it. And if you walk around here, I was tempted to do it, but I did not do it. I'm not really a humongous water guy. I'll do it here and there, but just to usually say I did do it, even if it's not my favorite thing. Here's the end of two of the water slides. And all of this part, I think, is called like Thrill Island or something like that. They kind of have it like named this area, but as you can see, kind of like they even have think how fast you do. Of course, nice little view of the ocean. What a nice thing about being on a cruise, you're gonna have a nice view. You know what? I keep saying ocean. I think it's just easier. I don't know why. Sea. It is the Caribbean Sea, but I just keep saying ocean. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so that's on that side, and this is on this side. I'm gonna continue walking forward. As you can see, here's some of the other entrances to some of those other water slides that we have. Now, if I was younger, I would probably enjoy this a little bit more. Now that I'm in my 40s, I'm not into it as much. But they have the names of these ones. You got Hurricane Hunter, Storm Bakes, Pressure Drop. That's all of those. Continue to move forward. We're gonna go down now. So we're on 16. We're gonna go down to 15. 15's got a lot of stuff on it. How many levels are on the ship? 17 is the highest. There you go. And then I don't know. I mean, if you were to walk up even further, they might consider that like 18 or 19. But on the elevator, 17 was the highest that I saw. Okay. Now we're kind of going on deck here where you'll have some pools. It's kind of interesting because the pool's like on the side. Because in the middle, it's open. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. But here's the pool that you can go in, do your thing. They also have it where it's like some of the chairs are in the water. You can kind of be like chilling in the water on the chair. This is the opening I'm talking about. Down there, you've got a view of Central Park, their version of Central Park. I'll go to eventually. But let me go back inside real quick and show you the buffet. We'll get out of the noise of being outside for a minute. Let me just give you a quick little tour of Windjammer, their buffet. What's kind of nice about it, right as you walk in, they've got hand washing stations, and they have this little catchy song about washing your hands, which I appreciate because I'm really big on clean hands. Um, Now, when you get in here, you can go either right or you can go left. Either one, you can go, and they pretty much have the same thing both. And it's a pretty good size buffet. So here you go. You can grab your plate and just kind of go down the line. There's a lot of people. Not going to cut in front of them, but you got anything there from breads to pastas to burgers to hot dogs to mac and cheese. There's steak. I love that. Seeing steak on a buffet. That's always nice. How's it going, sir? And then you got a wide variety of desserts here, which I didn't have desserts for a month before coming on here, just so I could be ready for it. And sure enough, it was worth it because I had a lot here. Yeah, probably too much. And so there's just the main strip right there, and then you have another, what do you call it? I don't know, island. There they got some barbecue pork ribs. First time seeing that on here. That actually looks pretty good. Fish, different salads and seafood, um, pasta. Looks like stew, shrimp. Sorry, it wasn't pasta. No, it wasn't pasta. Breaded chicken. There's a little meat carving station over here. This guy's even here in the morning too. So you got that. That's another station. Over here, you got some stuff for the fruits. Some bread pudding over there. More cold stuff over here. Grilled shrimp and whatever other cold items are going to be on here. Different calamari, mussels, all that stuff. And then you get to your beverages on this side. Obviously, your water, but you're also going to have hot drinks like coffee, and you can put stuff in the coffee. And then they have like lemonade, iced tea, strawberry kiwi juice that you can get, all complimentary with that. And then you have another station here. This has a variety of bread. You got pasta over here, um, vegetable stuff. And then they have kind of like an Indian area. They call it international, but um, fish curry and some other stuff I don't know how to pronounce. I didn't try it because it looked very spicy and fine. And I can't do spicy food. And then if you go further back, well, it says Asian over there. I don't know. I guess it's whatever. There's a bar here. They have a gluten-free area. Didn't even bother coming back here really, but you'll see some other stuff there, Asian. And if you were to go on the other side, you're basically getting the exact same thing. So, humongous buffet. Ate here pretty much every morning for breakfast. Had lunch here a couple times. There was a lot of different eateries, and I want to try as much as I could. So I didn't always have lunch here. But the first day that we came on board, we had lunch here. I was able to get steak, which you saw earlier, and then I was also they had lobster tail. It was my own little version of surf and turf, along with some other things. The first of many good meals here on Star of the Seas. All right. All right. So that's the buffet. Excellent buffet. And you got some people here that encourage you to wash their hands. Very friendly people singing along with that song and making sure people wash their hands. All right. Let's head back out now. What's been your favorite part of the ship so far? Good question. Maybe the food. You know me, I love to eat. Chill Island. That was the name of it up there. The mini golf course was kind of cool too. Enjoyed playing a couple times. Anyways, so all right, back out here. Now you have another eatery, El Loco Fresh, and this is kind of like their Mexican spot, um, which you know what I would say Aqua Market was my favorite. Now come to think of it, now I'll show that to you in a minute or two. Right, so, but yeah, here you got burritos, quesadillas. They got some fruit there, some nachos. You can put stuff on it, tacos. And you got your salsa stations to be able to put any condiments you want on it. You got a couple, one right there, one right there. There's another hot tub over there. Uh, I had this for lunch a few days ago. Not bad, not bad. I won't say it was my favorite one of everything that I had, but it wasn't too bad. And then you got over here just more places that you can lounge around, enjoy the sun. Right now you got a little bit of a cloudy day, a little bit, not too bad. And then on the other side was the pool. That was I never went into that pool. Some friends of mine did. I didn't. I don't know. It's not my thing. I'm not really a water guy. Hopefully, you can still hear me now. Upstairs, we're walking underneath it, but upstairs they've got like a live band. You might be able to hear the music over there. Depending on what's going on, they'll have the band, and sometimes people are dancing to it. As you walk towards, that's the back of the ship over there. Where I started off, we're working towards the front. Here's one of many of their ice cream stations, which you can get vanilla, chocolate, you can swirl, get it in a cone. This is one of a few that they have. You can sit down, have some ice cream. That's included. So is that Mexican eatery. That was included as well. Over there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a few ping pong tables. There's some people playing right now. I'm gonna walk to the right, but I haven't played ping pong. Every time I go there, someone's playing. And the times that no one wasn't playing, we didn't have time to play because we were trying to do something else. Aquadome Market is maybe one of my favorite areas. Now that I think about it, yeah. So here they have four different like eateries. There's all five really, if you include the crepes. They have a crepe, they have Thai food, barbecue, Mediterranean, and more Spanish. I definitely did want to try them all while I was here on start of the season. I got to. The crepes that they have here, have more hand washing stations, love it. Plus, they also have the hand sanitizer. I'm gonna be honest, this is my first time seeing that. I've been here many times. All right, cool. They have it too. But here is the crepes. They have four different crepes that they offer. One's just a basic. No, there's a salted caramel, delicious. There's Nutella and strawberries, and Nutella and bananas. All of them. I've tried them all so far. Excellent. Very friendly guys too. So there's that. Here's the Thai food restaurant. And I remember asking, first off, like the vegetable pad thai. I was like, "Is that spicy?" And she smiles, and she's like, "Yes." I was like, "Okay." What about the grilled lemongrass chicken? She's like, "Yeah, a little bit." Like, what about the spring rolls? She's like, "No." All right, I'll take that because I can't be spicy. Over here, you got the pig out barbecue. You can get a barbecue sandwich, or you can put the barbecue on mac and cheese. And the barbecue could either be the brisket or pulled pork, along with sides. I had it on the mac and cheese. That was really good. I tried both chicken and, I tried both the pulled pork and the barbecue brisket. Both were good. Here's the Mediterranean, where you could get either chicken or pork. Either you could get roast rice or falafel, any of them, or you get all of them. I mean, it's all complimentary. You can get whatever you want. Here's the different stuff that you can put on it. I got tzatziki and some feta crumbles. And then is there like Mexican one where you can get empanadas. I had a chicken one that was pretty decent. And then sweet corn arapas. I think I'm saying that correctly. I had that. That was pretty good. There's a Cuban sandwich. I didn't try that. So this is um, the Aqua Markets, and maybe one of my favorite ones, especially because those crepes are delicious. Hey, Emmanuel. This is Emmanuel. He was one of our assistant waiters. I'm doing live on YouTube. Okay, okay. Yeah, so say hi to everyone. Hi. Excellent guy. Yep. He was our assistant waiter most nights at the dining room. He works down here during the day. Alrighty. Anyway, so that was the Aqua Market now, or Aquadome Market. Now there's something called the Aquadome, which I'm gonna go show you now. So I'm walking towards it. Kind of see it's a little quieter now. We're not around the music. We're not around a ton of people. We're just kind of on our own here. A few people around. All right, so here we go. The Aquadome. This thing is kind of unique. Um, we might be doing something in here, but they had an aqua show in here called Torque, which was one of the best shows I'd seen at sea ever in my life. There is over there like a seafood restaurant. That's one of the specialty dinings that you could get if you want. All right. I don't know. They look like they're practicing. That's probably what they're doing. It was an incredible, awesome show. And I just kind of show you around a little bit within this dome. And other Royal Caribbean ships have this. in the back of the ship, not in the front. We're in the front right now, and it's not enclosed like this. It's open, and I thought, that's interesting. Why they change it? Well, sometimes when it was open like it was, and if the weather was bad or it was too windy, it would affect the show, and they wouldn't be able to do it. But now that now that it's enclosed like this, you don't have to cancel shows, so that's kind of nice. And I'm gonna just show you. We'll go a little bit forward here. So that's where they performed it. Now that can close and they can walk uh, over it, and they've done some shows here too, as regards like I don't know, Battle of the Sexes or something like that. They've done some stuff like that too. They also have another bar here. A lot of bars on this ship too. If you're someone that likes to drink. And one thing that's nice over here is called the Overlook. And I mean, just look at the view as you are sailing in the front. Um, you have it's not too loud. You're indoors. You can kind of get away a little bit, have a nice comfortable seat to relax, have a drink if that's something you like, and be able to just look out and overlook the sea. I see a boat all the way there in the distance. We passed one of our other ships, the Oasis of the Sea, a couple hours ago. Nice little bar here too. Really relaxing place. I can't say that I've spent much time over here, um, but it is really nice. Now that I look back, I'm like, maybe I should have spent a little bit more time just kind of chilling up over here. Yeah, so you could go either side, um, kind of all the way around. They are again continuing to rehearse their show. They actually had that little ball over there. I mean, this show included two motorcycle people in that ball going around and around. And then they did some jumps off the high dive. One guy, I missed it. I think he jumped off from up there and only saw it once. And I was looking away. What happened when I came back? I just saw the tail end of it. I was bummed I missed it, which is, yeah, pretty incredible. That was, like I said, an amazing show that I really enjoyed being able to see. All right, so that's all up here on the top. 17, 16, 15, give you the majority of the highlights. I'm going to go down a little ways. Next thing I'm going to go down to is Central Park and walk towards uh, back. I'm going to actually take the elevator. So here's kind of interesting what they do here. I'm going to go to, I think it's 8, if I remember correctly. Central Park is 8. So you just hit the number, go to 8, and it tells you which one is going to I. So there's I. There's all kinds, right? It says I, and this is the one I'm going to wait for. And more than likely, we'll have some other people with us too. Yep. All right. Some people are already in here. Only going down a few floors or so. I'm on 15 at the moment, going to 8. Yep. Any questions so far? If you have any questions, feel free to type them in there. Yeah. The elevators are actually not too bad. They ain't as many people as on this ship. You think that you'd have to wait a lot, but you actually don't. I think the most I've ever waited is maybe like 5 minutes for an elevator. It's not too bad. And I always think it's interesting that they have the day of the week down there, which I guess if you ever wonder what day it is, you just look down in the elevator. They'll show you what it is. And I was like, how do they change it? Does it automatically change at midnight? Apparently, apparently they like have someone come and manually change that. Okay. All right, so here we go. Deck 8, starting at the front. There's one of the fancy places to eat. I've not gone in there. All right, moving forward here. Now, this is Central Park, one of Selena's favorite places, and I do think it's pretty nice. Um, as we start off here, um, you're gonna walk through here, and it is open. Like if you look up, you can see the sky. This is not enclosed, but you do have some things above you. My favorite place to eat so far. Oh, great question. So this makes you sound silly, but in a little bit I'll show you It's where the kids ate. Some of the stuff they had was delicious. Anyways, Chops Grill, I heard it was fantastic. I had some friends eat there, but yeah, they have this walkway here on Deck 8 that a lot of greenery, and then you even got some balconies that overlook it. Those are actual rooms on both sides. Um, they're cheaper than balconies that look out towards the ocean. So if you want a balcony but not want to spend as much, that's kind of a good option. Um, and they got some. This is a sushi and ice cream, which is kind of a funny combination. And they got sushi and ice cream over here. Another bar, one of many, as I mentioned. You could go to here and go to the Royal Promenade, which I will work my way down. Right now, they got some live music going on. I think you can hear that. I think it's live. Yesterday night, we were coming here at night. This is beautiful, by the way. Beautiful at night. They had some live jazz that was going on, and that was really nice. They have a little park cafe here, a little place where you can get some. This is complimentary. It's not like one of those Tops Grill or the other thing. This one is complimentary. I'll just kind of go inside real quick to show you. And pretty much all these eateries are gonna have the same like stuff to eat, to drink. This one you're gonna see like you can get a salad. It's like they got some roast beef on the menu, some fruits, a little bit of different desserts and sandwiches and fruit. So you want to grab bag of potato chips, you can. Now they got that little Coke machine, but that's for those that have like a soda soda pop package. You can't just grab a cup and go get something to drink from there. You can grab a cup and get some water or juice or something, but not from that machine. And it somehow detects it too. I'm not sure, but it does detect it. Anyways, we did notice that they piped in some animal sounds like some birds and crickets. I thought that was kind of cute. Kind of give you a feel like you're actually outdoors in Central Park. Um, they also have some shops too, for jewelry, watches, some wine over there. This is where they had the jazz music last night. They sounded really good. We stayed and listened for a few minutes. It was nice, very relaxing. It was a nice evening last night. Like I said, with the lights on and in the dark, it's beautiful to be here at nighttime. It's not too shabby to be here during the day either, but at nighttime I thought it was really nice. So this is Central Park, a lot of greenery. I mean, that probably took a lot of work to put all that up here. Anyway, so nice little stroll through Central Park here. Start of the season. Now going forward, as we continue to work towards the back of the ship, going from forward to back. Now we're going to an area called Surfside. And Surfside, you'd say is a little bit more geared towards kids, but adults can enjoy it too. And I had some food there earlier that I ended up being like, what? This has been here the whole time? And I did not know. I would have been here all the time. You come out here, there's a little place here. I mean, a little tiny store. You want to get some suntan lotion or, whatever. It's not really a souvenir place. I don't know what you want to call it. But, anyways, you come on down. As you can see, a lot of stuff for kids. This ship is definitely designed with young kids in mind. They've got they'll have like a guy. His name is Awesome Admiral or Admiral Awesome, something like that. He'll come put on little shows for the kids. Uh, I don't know, whatever, puppet show, storyteller, whatever. Over here is their arcade, which I want to say when I was younger, an arcade consisted of games like The Simpsons and X-Men, stuff like that. That had like a storyline to it, and you try to beat the game. Nowadays, I see arcades like this, where a lot of lights, a lot of colors, looks fun, the skee ball, whatever. But I don't know, not too many. There's some racing games, I guess, but nothing with like a storyline to it. Trying to win prizes. Still looks pretty cool. Now, if I was a kid, more than likely, I still would love this. I was obsessed with the claw machine as a kid. Anyways, so that's the arcade. Here's where they've got this carousel. I don't know if that's an age limit thing or not. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't rode it, so far I only see kids on it. Over here, this thing is called Sugar Beach. Kind of reminds me of like a little bit of a bulk food store where you can see all kinds of candies and goodies. Hello, hi. Some friendly staff members here. Um, which I mean, look how big these gummy. large my goodness, looks delicious. And then just a ton of other stuff that will give you cavities and diabetes, but stuff that I love. Haven't had anything. There's enough free desserts. Hey, another hand washing station. Seriously, love that they have those all around here. Star of the Seas. Okay, moving forward or backwards, I guess you could say, because we're going to the back of the ship. Here's like a little fun obstacle course slash jungle gym for the kids. That yeah, I don't see any adults on there. I think it's just for the kids. Again, when I was young, I probably would have loved that. A place to sit and eat with all the different type of little food options that they do have over here. They do have this thing called Pier 7, which this is, I want to say, specialty kind of, sort of. It's not complimentary, but you can get like brunch here. I don't think it's like overly too expensive or anything. Kind of what they have. You can sit down there or come in here. This here is a splash pad, which I know our friends that are with us that have a little kid, he's like 10 or something like that. He loves it here. He can't swim, but this thing is like perfect for him because he loves being in the water, but can't swim. So he can go and splash around. He'll stay here for hours. They do have like a tiny little pool over there too, and a lot of the lifeguards. Like I noticed they are really good when it comes to lifeguards on duty, like anywhere there's water, both here and in Cocoa Key. I saw a lot of lifeguards. They take that seriously. What would you recommend for someone who's debating to go on a cruise ship? I would recommend going. That's what I would recommend going. The friend that I have here, it was like pulling teeth to get her to eventually come. She finally did, and then she got excited about it, and now she absolutely loves it, and is already talking about doing others with her family. And I'm like, just try. If you hate it, don't ever do it again. But you might find something that you love to do for the rest of your life. So I would just recommend just give it a try. Let me know. I'll book one for you. Here is Surfside Bites. Again, something for the kids, but they're actually not that bad. They got popcorn chicken, hot dogs, cheeseburger, pizza toasty, which actually is not bad, French fries, cinnamon sugar churros, confetti cookie, which I pretty much ate a couple of those. Fewer skewers. This is probably, I know this is going to sound stupid, but that was probably the best fruit I've had on the ship is those little fruit skewers. Go figure. And then another little ice cream place. They've got a few of those, more hand washing stations. And then over here, as we continue to go around this little um, surfside area, they have a surfside eatery. And I tried it here for the first time today and loved it. It was just like little food that I mean, again, it's more geared towards kids, but you got like little fried chicken, and they do have some stuff for adults too. But their little chicken tenders were actually very delicious. They had the little pizza toasty, some fruit, and then they had ice cream with some toppings on it. And where did it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Did they take it away? They earlier had there was like a little cookie sandwich, which I love those. I don't see them now. Maybe they ran out. But this whole time, I'm like thinking to myself, this whole time it's been here and I didn't know it, and I'm just now eating on the last day, man. So, and you could eat here. You can go out here and eat. I don't see the cookie sandwiches anymore. Well, that's a bummer. Maybe they only make so many. I would have got another one while while I'm doing the live feed for you. Oh, okay. So that's Surfside. Really fun place for the kids, and even if you're an adult, they can bring the kid out in you. Um, yeah. So that's that. Now I'm gonna head down a couple, one or two. Where are we on here? This is 7. Let's go down one. Show you the Royal Promenade area. And the Royal Promenade is gonna. I'm gonna actually just walk down. The Royal Promenade area is gonna scan. It's gonna span a couple decks, and it's kind of open, so you can kind of see down from the 6th deck onto the 5th. And when you're on the 5th, you can look up and see some of the stuff on the 6th. We'll start on the 6th just because. So here we go. More quieter. Now I'm not gonna go through it, but well, you know what? Yeah, before I do it, let me show you something else, and then we'll go to the Royal Promenade. Why not? I've got time. got the got a little bit more time here. So I haven't gone this way yet, but here's Adventure Ocean. Again, if you want to like leave your kids, I forgot what the age range is for this, but leave them there. Let them have babysit your kids while you go do something else. Little art, just little sunglasses, a little shopping here. But here's Playmakers. This is a sports bar and arcade. You can buy buffalo wings and like sports bar type of food. And I do say buy, it's not complimentary. They do have some games you can play. There's some skeet ball and basketball. You pay for that. There's a variety of games on. We watched some football on here over the weekend. Now, foosball, that's complimentary. Me and Selena played that yesterday. I beat her. There's pool. I don't think you have to pay for the pool. There's Donkey Kong and Miss Pac-Man. That was complimentary. I've seen other games like Connect Four on here. There's a little racing game over there. So, it's kind of like walking into a Buffalo Wild Wings, on a cruise ship. They got that the name of that is escaping me, but that game right there. Anyways, and then you continue going forward here. It looks like they've got it closed at the moment. But this is where their ice rink is. And, well, yeah, I can't go in there now. They do have some open skate. You have to make a reservation for it, which I think you have to have like pants on and socks and everything. They got like a dress code for it. And if when you book it, it's you can do it for like 20 minutes, I think, something like that. What are the soccer games that are on the TVs? Great question. Let's find out, buddy. I know you're a soccer fan. Uh, I'll get back to it here. I see two games right there. You can tell me CHE versus WHU. And the other one is Nap versus Flow. Is that Naples versus Florence? You tell me, bro. You're the soccer fan. Although I do see that line. So is that Chelsea? Is that the Premier League? West Hampshire? I don't know. Once again, you tell me. uh, yeah. Yep. Anyways, so yeah, you can skate for 20 minutes during certain times, and then they had this ice show called Soul, which I know is kind of funny because Soul means um, sun, and there was a lot of sun-related songs, but it was really cool. It was a really good show. I think I like Torque better, but it was still a very good show. And to see they had like cowboy songs and stuff. And again, you're watching this on an ice rink. It was kind of unique. Okay, as we go on here, now we're going into the Royal Promenade area, the top deck of it. I guess you go. Like I said, it spans a couple decks. Um, so on your right hand side, there's another bar, Schooner Bar. I'm gonna go left though, but I'm just gonna kind of show you that there is a bar on that side, and then down over there is like an Italian restaurant that you can. It's a specialty dine if you want to purchase that. Down below is another bar, and over here is another bar. Like I said, a lot of bars here. They do have live music at this bar too. This Boleros. Haven't really spent any time here. I walked by it a couple times. Haven't really spent time at this bar or any of the bars really. But I've been here because they've had a lot of live events, parties and festivals and parades and whatnot here. Over here, as you walk around the corner, this is called the Pearl Cafe. And it doesn't have like a ton of options, but it's got a decent amount. And I have spent a decent amount of time here, especially late at night, because this place does not close. It is the one place on the ship that is open 24 hours. They've got quite a few that are open pretty late, um, midnight, 3 a.m. Like that Aquadome is open till midnight. It's pretty good. The pizza place, which I'll show you, is open until 3 a.m. But this nice little place here, this Pearl Cafe, is open 24 hours. And this girl right here, her name is Steffi with that nice smile. She's from the Philippines. I have seen her all the time, no matter what time it is. I really think she's a robot that just works 24/7. I don't think she sleeps. I don't even know if she's. But anyways, super nice girl though. Really like her a lot. But as you can see, they got just a variety of different sandwiches: barbecue chicken, apple mozzarella, which actually is not bad. Kind of sounds weird, but actually wasn't bad. I tried the other day. Wide variety of desserts. That kind of come. Some things are always the same, and then other things are not. And then always got like these cookies. Hi, Steffi. Good morning. It is good afternoon. Did you sleep at all? Did you get to sleep at all? I don't think so. I didn't think so either. Yes. Would you like to say hi to YouTube? Hello. Good old Steffi. She's a great worker here. So, all right, I'll see you later. Anyways, and then you got like different salads and cold sandwiches and fruits and vegetables and things like that. Again, open all day. And I really don't know if she ever goes to bed. All right, moving forward, as I mentioned, across the way there, Giovanni's Italian specialty dining restaurant. Down below, there's quite a few things. I'll get there eventually. Work my way down. And you can walk through here. Um, as you continue to walk through, you're going to get some places to sit, kind of relax. Kind of gets a little crowded right there, bottlenecked up. They have a lot of things that I feel like in the middle. In the middle, they have like openings. That's like they do on deck with the pool. Like it's on the side, it's not in the middle. Because most cruise lines, it's right in the middle. Same thing with this. The opening's in the middle. Yeah. Anyways, over here for you, any of you people that remember the movie Big. Remember when he wished to be big? Yeah, that was the thing that made him big, right? Zoltar. That was that. And then in here they got some art stuff, as well as they have, I don't know if it's going on right now, but like an adult comedy show kind of. Well, right now they're doing art. Not going to bother them, but there they have like adult comedy. They do at nights. Right now it's an art auction. Now doing pianos, as you can probably guess, there's a couple pianos in there and two players play it. I have not been in here for that. I've heard it. I'm passing, but I've not gone and like sat down and listened to it. I have been here a couple times for like trivia. It's kind of like name that tune. Um, there was one that was movie themed. I did all right on that one. One was like cartoon themes. I did okay on that one too. I'm not gonna go that way. I already showed you that. I did all right. That didn't win. It's rare. Like I always feel like when it comes to those, I'll do decent, but I'll never do well enough to actually win the thing. Only once have I ever won. Last year on Virgin. Okay, going downstairs as we're coming near to the end. Show you a couple things. So down here, Spotlight Karaoke. There's some people doing something, singing and dancing. I don't know if they're actually doing karaoke or what they're doing there. Um, but as you can imagine, they do karaoke here. I don't karaoke. I'm not a singer, but good for those people that do. Um, I'm going to show you before I go through the promenade. Another thing here. Now, this is the Royal Theater, which they do have some shows that I've only really seen maybe one or two. A couple things. So there was a comedian there that he was actually, he was like a comedian and a juggler at the same time. And he actually was really funny. It was like opening night. We didn't see it because you have to get reservations a lot for these shows, which I get it, but sometimes can be very frustrating. Come on, open. All right, we're gonna go outside again. Um, I'll, yeah. So I saw that, and then last night they had the show. It was a musical of it's like this little robot theme type of thing. This little kid that made a robot to be friends. And, it was okay. Selena really liked it. I thought I was like, yeah. Um, and then in a little while, I'll be going over there for Back to the Back to the Future of music. Interesting what that's about because they have that show on this ship. There's a dedicated channel in our stateroom on TV that just shows Back to the Future, just on a loop. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. And in between, they might have like I don't know, a little advertisement for the musical itself. That's about it. That's all they show. But hey, it's fine. Back to the Future is a good movie. All right, I do want to show you this just real quick. Let me take you to the fitness center for those of you that like to work out on a cruise ship. I've done it before, but I've not done it at all. I mean, literally, this is where my muster station was. I did that at the beginning of the ship right away, and that is the last time I've set foot until this very moment in this place. My dad's come, he said, but it is a pretty big gym. This is one of the biggest gyms I've ever seen on a cruise ship. I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, all kinds of free weights and there's treadmills and They even have that machine over there, which I have to go all the way to Woodhaven Planet Fitness. They don't even have it in Taylor to do that exercise. And more, elliptical stuff and whatever. So definitely want to show you. So if you're the type that want to go on vacation and still work out, well, here you go. I mean, this ship definitely will give you that opportunity to do it. And then from here, I'm not going to go all the way around with it, but they do have like a starting line. You can, I walked that way. I'll walk this way just briefly. You could take this all around the deck. What are we on here? 5. And if you do it a couple times, you're going, I think it's like 2.5 is a mile. So if you want to get some steps in or either walk or jog, whatever you want to do, run, see it all the way down there, you can do that. And they have even signs at top that kind of help you to keep going with it. I'll encourage you. So feel free to do that if you like. Me and Selena actually came down here and walked a little bit. It's right next to these lifeboats here. These things make me feel secure. Like if God forbid, and one in a bajillion chance that we have to abandon ship, something happened, I have to get in one of these things. I feel pretty safe in those. I mean, look at that. They're big, nicely structured, enclosed. You're good if that ever happens. Not that I want it to happen, but I'm just saying if it ever did, I feel pretty safe. Okay, back inside. Here, getting close to an hour as we're wrapping this bad boy up here. I'll show you this. Again, that's the Royal Theater, which I'll be going to here in a little while for that Back to the Future musical. Excited to see it. I love Back to the Future. Not sure what the songs are going to be, but whatever. Anyways, they have this nice smelling place with all the perfumes. Effie, if you like jewelry. Here's their pizza place, which their pizza is a little bit like on the thinner crust side, and it's actually pretty good. They generally have cheese, pepperoni, and then every day it might be like some other kind of special thing. Let's see what they have today. The special one is just classic tomato sauce and mozzarella. Okay, interesting. And they also have a kosher pizza, apparently. If you want a kosher pizza, I do not, but for those that do, there's an option. And then they got some other things here that you can buy. The collection, you got your handbags and purses over here. They always sell a variety of things over here. They got watches. Looks like they have on sale today shirts. 2 for 30 for caps and 2 for 30 for t-shirts. Okay, cool. So there's that. Over here's a Starbucks. Yes, there is a Starbucks on board the Star of the Seas. Star of the Seas, Starbucks, all has star in it. Why not? Whether or not that was the reason they put it in, I don't know. I'm just making the joke. All right, and then they got some old whatever there, and then you got the Royal Caribbean store with all your merch and paraphernalia that has Star of the Sea on it, Royal Caribbean on it, all that good stuff that looks awesome. Hey, there's a Messi jersey, by the way, Ryan. You're still with me. Yay for Messi, right? And a Royal Caribbean. um, yeah, all kinds of different things. That always looks cool in the gift shop, but then when I take it home, it doesn't look as cool. And then out there, I know I didn't walk by it because I didn't want to take you the whole way around, but that outside is a nice little secluded place to be able to go sit, enjoy looking at the water. It's not too loud over there. Kind of, you can have a little bit more quiet downtime over there if you like that type of thing, which sometimes you do when a ship full of people could be very loud and a lot going on. Here's a nice little stairway up to the 6th deck, Star of the Seas, a little photo opportunity. But that takes you up, and right next to it is that Pearl Cafe. Um, so you can see it's very connected. And then over here, this is interesting. It's Ocean Eye. I just thought it was art, but really what it is they take a picture of your eye, your pupil, and make it into art. Those are actually people's pupils, their eyeballs, which kind of sounds weird when you say it out loud, not gonna lie. But it kind of does look kind of cool. I'm not gonna do it, but that's unique. I've never seen that before. There's your guest services for if you have a problem, need to have them help you out with something. This one is Thorn and Thistle. They got some live music here from time to time. And another bar, one of many. There's your future cruise uh, stuff. Of course, you could always just let me know and I can book the cruise for you. Over here, we got different alcohol. Want to buy some alcohol. And you're going to get some more shops down that way. Down on the fourth deck is where the casino is. I'm not gonna walk through there. Um, but yeah, and so that is the majority of the highlights. We are at 55 minutes here, and I appreciate that you came on and listened to me talk about the Star of the Seas. It's been a nice cruise. I'm kind of sad that it's ending. Of course, it doesn't help that I know going back home it's like 3 degrees out and 50 inches of snow. That doesn't help. Oh, here's the dining room. I don't know if I can go in. Maybe doors open. I guess I can give you a quick little peek of what the dining room looks like. We're on deck 4 right now. We've been eating on deck 3, but that's the dining room. If you want to take a look and see what is on the menu tonight, looks like there's going to be some braised lamb. All right, nice. Grilled steak, always like that. That's always good. And a bunch of other things that look delicious. Sorry, finger got in the way there, trying to turn it around. But anyways, yeah, all vacations have to come to an end. But very nice vacation. A lot of good things on the ship, and there's some things that I would like to see improved or I didn't care for. Um, some of the reservations can be kind of hectic to try to do, and something might be sold out. Not a huge fan of that, and a lot of things are geared for kids. I don't have kids. I'm not a kid. I might be a kid at heart, but I'm not a kid. Um, but if you have kids, that's awesome for you. So, anyways, but yeah, thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got a nice feel for it, and if you do want to come and take a cruise on Star of the Seas, let me know. I'll be happy to book it for you. If you want to go on another cruise line, I'll be happy to book that for you too as well. So, thanks again, guys, and